Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on Snowrunner and this time we're completing two tasks called Pull Down and Moving the Stock. In this one I start off by heading to another map to pick up the oil barrels for moving the stock, but then when I start the mission I realise I don't need them, so you'll have to ignore the oil barrels that I have on the truck from the start. But first we'll head down to the stock loading location and pick up 4 lots of wooden planks before heading up to the moving the stock mission and starting that and picking up the oil barrels from there. Then we'll head across the map, we'll head over the bridge we built in the last episode, and we'll head down and complete both jobs. So let's jump into it. So we'll start off with me coming back into Pedro Bay from picking up the oil barrels that I don't need. And we'll start the truck and we'll set straight off. I'm going to head round the right hand side of this road to avoid slipping down to that rock again. There we go, that's where it's balanced. And then we can head back onto the road before the fence. So we'll come up to the ice here, we're going to head round the rocks. Round to the left. Here we go, and then we can carry on straight round to the main road. And for this part we're going to be going straight up and through Morrison's landslide that we did on the first episode in Pedro Bay. Here we go, so I'll try and hit the signs to one side, try and avoid damaging the truck, while making sure we don't hit too many of the rocks. There we go. And then we can head down this hill. And we're not going to be taking the first left turning, we're going to be taking the second one. So here we go, we're going to be taking the left turn just coming up. And then we can head straight down to the stock loading location, if I can turn the corner that is. There we go, we're going to be heading straight down to the stock loading location and picking up those wooden planks. Don't know what happened there, I just turned way too far. We'll get round this road, through all the muddy bits. Oh, that stopped us. Try and pull across a bit. Not far enough. Go straight over the snow here. There we go. That was a bit of a concern. But we'll keep it going here. We're almost at the stock loading location, and that should just be coming up on our left as we round this corner. Oh, if we can get through the snow that is. There we go, put into low plus, and it pulls through no problem. So we'll pull straight into this stock loading location now and pick up the wooden planks. Then we're going to spin round, come back on ourselves and head to the moving the stock task location. There we go, so we can spin that round. Reverse back a little bit and we should do it at that. perfect, straight round the tree. So we'll carry on up here. And then when we get back to the main road, we're going to be heading straight across. Don't want to be stopping in this with all this weight on, I'll say that much. Oh, that was a drop. Ooh, at least that didn't cause any damage. I'm sure it seemed less precarious last time I came up this route. We also did this for the last episode to build the bridge that we're going to use a little bit later on. But we'll head straight across the road here. Oh, we've caught a road sign. And the task marker is just inside the entrance here. There we go. So we can accept removing the stock task. And this is the point where I realised that it gives us oil barrels and I didn't need to drive across 2 different maps to go and fetch them. But at least it gave me time to add fuel and service the truck. So I'll unpack the cargo and delete the oil barrels I've picked up, and I'll go and crane these ones on. We'll do this one properly. So we'll activate the anchor and then go into crane mode. Then we can spin it round and attach the oil barrels. There we go, so we'll drop them on the back. Pack the cargo. Oh. Restore the crane as well. Always helps. And then I'll drive all the way around here so that I don't have to mess about trying to spin ourselves around to get out. Watch those stumps. There we go, they're alright. We'll head round. And fuel carrier semi-trailer there. And again we can head back the way we came. Once we get back to the main road though here, we're going to be taking a left, heading back towards the gateway. And then when we get to the turning near the bridge, we'll be turning right down there and heading over the bridge. So we'll take this left here. Take the signs with us. And we just need to head back up the main road now. The turning we need is just after the landslide, so it's over the hill here. But yeah, this gearbox is definitely making a difference on the length of these episodes. Oh, drop back to first there. There we go. So we're back up to fifth. The barriers are out the way as well. So we knocked those down earlier. And the road for the bridge is on the right. So we'll take this right. Try not to tip the truck over. And then we follow this road all the way down to the bridge. There's a right turn here down to the bridge. Did have to check that on the map to be sure. There we go. Picked up speed again. And the bridge is just round this corner that we built in the previous episode. There we go, that took some getting through, that lot of snow. But we'll pull ourselves round to the river. Just trying everything to keep ourselves moving, keep our momentum up. And there we go, we can head over our bridge. We'll carry on down now. It's got very muddy all of a sudden. Try and keep to the side so we've got something to winch to if we need to. That tree stopped us. Drive around it. There we go. Actually, this side seems easier to drive through. We're through. So we just have to keep following this road round to the end now to get to the factory, and then we can drop off the items that we have on the trailer. That'll be so it'll be the oil barrels and 2 lots of the wooden planks. There's another task there for a truck that's stuck in water. Here we go, and the drop-off point's just in front of us. We'll pull straight in, and we can complete the first task moving the stock. There we go, that's the first one done. And then the remaining 2 wooden planks, we can spin round and we can head down to the south and start that task. So we'll get ourselves spun round. There we go. And we're going to be taking this first left. So we'll turn left here. Try and keep 2 wheels on the snow here to make sure we keep moving. Never mind. Got ourselves into low plus. That seems to be working better for us. And the marker for pole down is just in front of us here. So we'll pull forwards into that. We'll show the task and we'll accept it. Start tracking. And we need to head down this road here to drop the wooden planks off. We'll put it into auto. We seem to be doing quite well on this road. And the marker's just ahead on the left. And once these are delivered, that's both of them. So thank you to everyone that stayed this far in the video. Please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel and drop a comment in the comment section below. Thank you, have a good one.